Hello, welcome to another 5-minute masterclass. Today's topic is multiplying decimals. So when we're multiplying decimals, it's very similar to multiplying our usual whole numbers. So I've got two examples, just straightforward to work you through. I've got 6 multiplied by 5.2. So what I'm going to do column multiplication, and you may choose to use grids or lattice or any other way that you feel comfortable. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to remove the decimal point. So instead of multiplying 6 by 5.2, I'm going to multiply 6 by 52. So I'm going to use column for this example. So 2 times 6, we know is 12. So I'm keeping the 2, carrying the 10. 5 times 6 is 30, with the spare one, gives me an answer of 31. Now we know 6 times 5.2 can't give me an answer of 312. I do know that that's going to be the digits. What we need to consider then is where the decimal point is going to go. Now when we go back to this 5.2, to get to 5.2 to 52, what I've done is I've multiplied by 10. So to inverse that, I need to do the opposite. So I'm going to divide by 10 instead. 312 divided by 10 is going to give me an answer of 31.2. So 6 times 5.2, the solution, 31.2. Show you again for 2.87 times by 6.3. Again, I'm not multiplying decimals, I'm going to multiply integers because I'm more confident with that. So instead of doing 2.87 times 6.3, I'm going to do 287 multiplied by 63. Okay, so 7 times 3 is 21. 8 times 3 is 24, but I've still got this 2, so I keep the 6 and carry the 2. And 2 times 3 is 6, plus that 2 gives me an answer of 8. Now, we're not multiplying by 6, we're technically multiplying by 60, so we need that placeholder of 0. 7 times 6 is 42, keep the 2, carry in a 4, put up here to remember. 8 times 6 is 48, add the 4 is 52, so again I'm keeping the 2, carrying 5. 2 times 6 is 12, keeping the 5, an answer of 17. So I'm going to put all this together now. Remember, this is column addition at this point, so I've got 1, 8, 8, 1. Now again, this doesn't make any sense, does it? 2.87 times 6.3 is not 18,081. So I do need to consider where my decimal points need to go. So going back to my question, to get from 2.87 to 287, well, I multiplied by 100. And to get from 6.3 to 63, well, I multiplied by 10. So to inverse that, I need to divide by 100, and then I need to divide by 10. So divided by 100, it's going to move me 2 place values down. So it's going to be 180.81. And then I'm going to divide by 10 again. It's going to give me a solution of 18.081. So 2.87 times 6.3, 18.081. Now, a little trick that might support you with this when we're trying to figure out, well, where does my decimal place go back in, is to consider how many decimal places are there in the question, because we should have the same amount in our answer. If we take a look at this first one, I've got 5.2, I have 1 decimal place in my question, so I need 1 decimal place in my answer. For my second part of this example, I have 1, 2, 3 decimal places in my question, so I need 3 decimal places in my answer. It's a good check to have just to help you consider whether or not we are in the right place. Okay, so over to example 2. A bit wordier, but the premise is still the same here. I've got a cinema and I've got adult tickets costing £7.75, whilst child tickets are costing £5.49. I'm interested in 5 adults and 7 children. So I'll start with the adults. 5 adults of £7.75. So remember, I'm going to use the integers. So I'm going to go 775 multiplied by 5. So 5 times 5 is 25, 7 times 5 is 35, keeping my 2 to give me 37, and 7 times 5 is 35. This time I've got 3 to give me 38. So my answer is not 3,875. I had to multiply by 100, so I'm going to divide by 100. actually give me a total cost of £38.75. On to the children then. Children's costs £5.49, so I'm going to use 549 multiplied by 7. 9 times 7 is 63, so I keep the 3, carry the 6. 4 times 7 is 28, add the 6, gives me 34. And 5 times 7 is 35, with the 3 gives me 38. Again, I multiplied by 100, so to inverse this and to get the right solution, we divide by 100, giving me a cost of £38.43. Now the question is actually asking me for the total cost of these together. So my total is asking me to add them up. So I've got £38.75 and £38.43. 5 add 3 is 8, 7 add 4 is 11, 8 plus 8 is 16, don't forget this one, and 3 plus 3, add that one, is 7. So our total cost for these cinema tickets, £77.18. Over to you. Some questions for you to try. Pause the video and press play when you're ready. Mark your answers. I hope you've been successful. And if you need any further learning, you've got Sparks, Corbett Maths and Maths Genie for further practice. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you again for another 5-minute masterclass.